This week's Yachts for Sale vlog is published at the end of August, so with the September boat show season about to kick off. There are, of course, boat shows all through the year and all over the world, and it will be easy for a yacht broker to spend all of his time and all of his money going from one boat show to another. Now, in my opinion, it's far better to choose 4 or 5 of the most important shows to attend, and 2 of them fall within just a couple of weeks of each other, both in the south of France and both in September. This video shows you what makes those boat shows so important, what makes one very different from the other, and this is what to expect if you're planning to attend one of these shows in September. The Yachting Festival of Cannes really kicks off the yacht show season. This year it's held from the 11th to the 16th of September. Historically, it was located in the old port of Cannes, and most of the show is still located there. But over recent years, the show has spread across the bay to Port Canto as well, and this section of the show is growing in popularity. The old port of Cannes is really the centre of the show. The entire area will be packed full of yacht builders and yacht suppliers displaying their products. Of course, the yachts themselves really steal the show, and almost every sizable builder in the world brings as many of their fleet as they possibly can to the show. Sunseeker always have a phenomenal display and hospitality area for their clients. This year they shall be showing for the first time their 74-foot sport yacht, a very sleek flybridge model with a 38-knot top speed. According to the Sunseeker website, depending on the owner's wishes, the 74 sport yacht can be transformed into an open yacht in warmer regions or a closed yacht in cooler climates with an innovative cockpit door mechanism which lowers itself into the soul of the yacht. I'm really curious to see just what that means, so I intend to visit the yacht during the show and report back to you. In addition to the 74 sport yacht, Sunseeker shall also be displaying their Predator 50 model, a Predator 57, both of these being open yachts, the flybridge models Manhattan 52, Manhattan 66, the ever popular 86 yacht, and one of the largest yachts in the Sunseeker range, the 131 yacht. Sunseeker are not the only large production builder to have a sizable presence at the Cannes Yachting Festival though. Azimut too have an impressive display and hospitality area. The amount of yachts that Azimut plan to bring to the show is truly head-spinning, a total of 16 yachts, including a 50, 55, 60, 66 and 72 in their flybridge range. An S6, S7 and 77S from their S range. A 53 and a 66 Magellano, which by the way I've always thought is a very clever yacht and well worth looking at. A 43 and a 51 from their Atlantis range. And a 25, 27, 32 and 35 from their stunning range of grande yachts. I should also mention that Azimut of course are part of the Azimut Bonetti group, so for buyers who are looking for something a little larger or a little slower, Bonetti very nicely bridge the gap and shall have some yachts on display on the Super Yacht Quay that I'll mention later. The historical competitor of Azimut has always been Ferretti, which over my years in the industry has grown from just one brand to a group of prestigious brands that shall all be on display at the Cannes show, and usually right next door to each other. Ferretti Group have almost twice as many yachts as Azimut though, bringing a total of 30 yachts to the show. I won't go through every one of them, but it's worth mentioning the 5 that we're making their debut appearance at Cannes. The smallest of the lineup is the 66-foot Riva Rebelle. Riva have done a great job of building up anticipation for this yacht, and this is literally the only image that I can find of her. Moving up ever so slightly in size, Ferretti shall be showing the new 670 model. Now, I really love the yachts that Ferretti are producing recently, and this promises to be a wonderful starter model. Back to Riva again, and the Cannes Yacht Show will be used to show for the first time the new Riva 110 Dolce Vita. This yacht has been long awaited, and once again Riva have done a great job with their marketing. Such an elegant looking yacht. I'm looking forward to taking a good look on board. From about 100 foot upwards, Ferretti pass on to their custom line range of yachts, a company I cut my yachting teeth with and for whom I have a strong affinity. They shall be displaying for the first time the wonderful Custom Line 120, a very distinctive looking super yacht that I believe they will have huge success with. This is another yacht I really want to take a good look at during the show. The largest of the yachts on display at the Cannes Yacht Show for Ferretti Group though shall be the Custom Line Navetta 42. Now, the Navetta line of yachts have always been best sellers for Ferretti Group, even though their exterior lines were not always particularly attractive. Now though, the entire range has been given a facelift, and honestly, it's difficult to find another model that beats them in their category. The new 42 metre looks to be no exception to this, and I expect there shall be long queues to visit this yacht. At this point, I should say that the Cannes Yachting Festival is not all about large production motor yacht builders, although they do take up a very big area in the show. Typically on the west side of the port, there's a fantastic selection of sailing yachts and catamarans. Hansa, Baltic, Jeanneau, Beneteau, they're all there, so that if you are in the market to buy a sailing yacht, this is a great boat show to come to, at the very least, so that you can step off of one boat straight onto another boat and immediately compare the two just for research purposes. The fact is though that the motor yacht market is a lot more buoyant and a lot bigger than the sailing yacht market, and that's reflected in this show. If you're going to the Cannes Yachting Festival, it's worth being aware that the Old Port is dedicated to yacht builders. That's what it's there for. Now that means that not every yacht you see there will be available for sale. Many of them are on display in the hope that a buyer will come along and pre-order an identical yacht to be built by that builder. So as you can imagine, for the exhibitors there, it's a hugely important show when they get many of the orders for the rest of the year. A ticket to the show costs just €15, so as you can imagine, it attracts a lot of people who are passionate about yachts, but not necessarily in a position to buy one. Now, if you're thinking of going just to take a look at the yachts at the show, I should warn you that purchasing a ticket doesn't necessarily guarantee that you'll be allowed to go on board the yachts. As a matter of fact, it's really quite difficult to get on board, especially the larger yachts, if you're not accompanied by a broker or a dealer, or at the very least, somebody from the shipyard. Back to the show though. San Lorenzo, Princess, Fairline, Mangusta are all present at the show and all have spectacular displays. I won't be spending too much time there though, since I shall be on the other side of the bay in Port Canto, where the brokerage section is located. Here, every yacht you see is for sale and there is a great selection. At Northrop & Johnson, we shall be showing the eye-catching 34-metre Mangusta Mosking. This is fairly new to the market and a really sensibly priced popular model of yacht. The 37-metre Moonen yacht Crystal shall also be on display. I was on board this yacht just a few weeks ago and the volume on board is really impressive. She should attract a lot of attention. And the largest yacht we have on display shall be this splendid 50-metre yacht called Liberty. Built by ESA, she's been an extremely successful charter yacht and in my opinion is one of the most elegant looking yachts in her size today. Most of my time though will be spent showing brokers and clients the magnificent 50-metre yacht Dr. No-No that shall be located in the bay close to the show, and Maisu 2 that shall either be at anchor or located very close by. The videos I produced of both these yachts have been very effective and I'm optimistic that between this show and the Monaco Yacht Show we'll be able to find a buyer for them. The Bay of Cannes is likely to be full of yachts that are for sale and yachts belonging to owners who are just visiting to look for their next yacht. It all makes for an amazing atmosphere, and Cannes is one of my favourite shows throughout the year. Actually, it's not just the atmosphere that makes Cannes such a great show. Logistically as well, it's very easy to get to. There are so many hotels of different types, different prices, all within walking distance of the show, and it's very well organised. It's easy to get into and it's easy to get out of. Now, if you're thinking of attending the show, please do let me know. Even if you just want to meet up and have a chat and maybe a drink, if I can do that outside of show hours, I'll be very happy to do so. And of course, if you are in the market to buy a yacht, I would be delighted to hear from you. I can really help you to navigate through the show and get you on board the yachts that you really do want to see. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned though that there are 2 yacht shows in the month of September that are very, very important. The second one, of course, is the Monaco Yacht Show. Now, to find out why that's such an important boat show and why it is that the industry can accommodate 2 large events so close to each other in time and so close to each other geographically, well, tune in to next week's video. And to make sure that you don't miss that video, do subscribe to my channel.